We're here on the first episode of the Sauce Talk podcast, where we do a podcast with regional MMA fighters in the area. My name is Josh the Sauce Richmond. This is my teammate Oliver Daniels, and we're going to review and talk about my last fight.
Yep.
So, a little bit about this fight. Big cut. I was Chungus. I was a big boy. Cut down from like 205 down to 170, so that was fun. And yeah, we got to, it was in Alaska. That's kind of a big deal to talk about. It was in Alaska. Far travel. My first fight outside of Worley, where we're at, in the gym here.
Very far.
So that was crazy. Yeah, so we got up to Alaska. The weight cut was rough. I think it was like 18 pounds in 2 days or something like that. And so we made weight, and I recovered well. I felt really good when I got to the octagon. So we'll just talk about the first round of the fight and how it went to start it off. So what'd you think about the first round?
You came out hot. Swinging.
Hot.
Yeah, it was very exciting. Your energy was very high.
Yeah, and like you were a big part of our camp, and you worked a lot with me. And like a big thing that we knew is he was a big jiu-jitsu guy, right? Don't necessarily know what exactly belt he was or like how good, but we knew he was going to be a jiu-jitsu guy, and we knew he was going to be good on his back. So we kind of played the philosophy game with him a little bit, put a lot of pressure on him, and I got him on the cage early and didn't capitalize. He got me on a good knee up the middle. And
that made you mad.
Yeah. And I kind of messed up on my body lock a little bit off the cage, and he got separation. He's just tall, and I was trying to figure out his leverage because he was tall. This is something that we got to talk about. This dude was also like 6'4",
huge,
and I'm 5'9" at best. So once I figured out the leverage, he got off the cage and started putting pressure on me, and that's when I went to my shell, and we call it the closed guard here at Coeur d'Alene Tribal Boxing. Closed guard, I changed my levels, and I seen his hand drop. And when I changed my levels, he thought shot was coming, and big overhand right just glanced right off the top of his dome.
Yep.
And I wish I would have known how hurt he was. Watching it back, like the shot didn't feel like it landed. It just glanced off the top of his head, is what it felt like.
Yeah.
But watching it, his whole head turned. And he started immediately darting backwards, and I was like, "Oh, I got him!" Like in my head, I was like, "Okay, he didn't like the shot. He didn't like the power behind the shot. I didn't think it actually hurt him, but I now know that hurt him. He didn't like it, and that's why he immediately retreated. And I covered ground quickly and got him back on the cage. And this time, my body lock figured out the leverage, and I kind of got a good idea where he was coming from on the cage. And like you've been on the wall with me, you know, once I got your reads down, I can land that takedown.
Yeah, every time.
So yeah, that was kind of what it was. I felt the pressure. I felt where his leverage was coming from, and I felt like how I figured out how he was defending the body lock, and that's when I hit my outside trip off the outside leg. Put him down right into, like, I think it was mount, but he was able to recover it in half guard, which a big part of that early stage of that takedown was great because to me, I felt his comfortability off his back. I immediately, he's a jiu-jitsu guy.
Not a wrestler.
Yeah, it's not the same game with MMA and jiu-jitsu, right? Like when you get a guy that like is good at jiu-jitsu and he's like playing half guard and he's doing that, it can be annoying and frustrating, but the difference between MMA is like you can just sit back on that half guard and just boom. No. So I felt that really early. I was like, oh, he's one of those guys. Gets the deep half and is looking to sweep.
Yeah.
So we played that game, ground and pound. He did sweep me. Sort of, I guess. Kind of bucked me, and I just got to my feet, got to the cage, and that's when he landed a big knee to my nose. First time I've actually felt a big shot in the octagon like that, and it didn't hurt. It didn't feel anything. But I immediately went like this, and I see blood on my nose, like, oh, this dude's gonna die.
Yeah.
So I throw, big right hand, and the right hand missed over his head. And like his head was right here after the shot. So it was a clinch. He immediately goes over unders with me. Lat drop city. Call me Loud and Swain.
You guys don't understand how many times he throws that lat drop in this room.
Yeah. Lat drop city, Loud and Swain, lat drop, put him down. And then from there, I got all my reads I needed to know. I know what game he was playing. He was playing a mix between lockdown and deep half. I just had to get my weight settled and my pressure settled for that. And from there, it was, I opened up. I heard my teammate, Austin Mixon, shout out to you. I told him early, I was like, hey, just tell me the time. Keep telling me the time. You cannot say it enough. Like, keep saying it. Be annoying. And he did, dude. Like 30-second countdown every single time. Bop, bop, bop. So when I heard the round coming to a later, I opened up a little bit and landed some ground and pound, and felt good coming out of the first round.
What it seemed like you could see in the first round that you were just reading and trying things and reading, and then coming into the second round, you had him read.
Right, and you know how I am as a fighter. That's kind of how I am. It's not that I want to slow start, because I didn't slow start by any means. I didn't feel like, but also like the damage control off of my brain wasn't there yet either. It was just getting my reads and figuring out how I was going to land damage later, which ultimately ended up happening. Second round, so a lot of people thought I was tired. Like a lot of people that watched the pay-per-view and everything like that, like, dude, you seem gas. And I was like, I honestly didn't feel bad at all. I felt good. Watching it back, it did look like I was really tired. Like my stomach was like coming off, and Solid as Rock didn't have stools.
Yeah,
and
no.
The way that we recover in the gym here, the way we train is like big round. Our heart rate's maxed out. We go find the stool and we sit on it and we recover. And not having that kind of was a thing, but you
adjusted.
Yeah, adjusted. Got my heart rate down and came out in the second round. I got a body lock on him again, and he, instead of defending the body lock, he went over the top, double unders, and he got put down real early in the second round. And second round was more the same, right? Ground and pound, total control. Every sweep he tried, everything that he tried to do to get off his back.
It was really nice to watch you just read and know his game just off the first round. So every time he tried to sweep you with that one thing he got in the first round, he kept trying it without switching anything, and you just knew it was going to happen.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, and also, like, I don't know how you feel about this, but like, when I'm in the fight, I do listen to my corner, but I was listening a lot to his corner. Mm-hmm. And I was hearing his corner, and his corner was very descriptive. He was very good. He was a very good coach, and I could tell what he was saying. And the thing about my opponent is he listened to his coach verbatimly. Like, whatever his coach said, he did. He was very disciplined in that manner, but I used that against him. Because every time his coach would say something, I knew he was doing that same thing right after. So like, it was like a live game of chess, just super quick, like Clash Royale, just blah 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 blah. But I had the cheat code because I knew what card was coming.
You answered before he did,
and that was kind of cool to kind of like really feel that in a fight, because I feel like that's a skill that not everybody can possess.
I haven't picked it up yet.
It's tough, but it's just years of competing wrestling my whole life in big loud gyms, and picking that kind of stuff up. So that was cool. Second round, like I said, control time I think was 4 minutes and 50 seconds. He didn't get up, and I started unloading. At the end of the second round, again, I passed him out. I think it was about a minute left, minute and a half, and I opened up. I donkey punched him a few times.
Yeah.
Sit there, Donkey Kong in him. Big elbows, 12-6 coming down. Opened him up, got some big damage on his face.
Brutal.
There was 30 seconds left, and I heard my corner just say, "Send it." And so I did. I started sending it. I was trying to get rid of him. And kudos to him, he was tough. He was tough. But I was trying to end him right there. And that was the only time in the fight where I really felt like I got tired. Because I mean, I think in that minute, I probably threw an estimate from 60 to 80 ground strikes.
Is that the most punches you've had in your career?
Oh yeah, in a fight? For sure. I mean, I want to go back and watch it to see how many I actually landed, like statistically. But I would say it's over 200, maybe more. And the ground, that period of that time was a lot, and I was super tired. So I remember like my corner, I hear the clackers actually, it was 10 seconds, and I was like, yo, I can't, I gotta recover, dude. Like, so basically I was in mount, I come down on him, I put the gas mask over the top of his mouth, and I'm like, I'm gonna breathe, and you're not, for the next 10 seconds. And you know, it just set the tone for the third round.
Yeah.
You know.
How did you feel in between the second and third round when you were recovering?
The second and third round, pretty good. I remember coming over and my teammate Peter was outside the cage and he was like, yo, he's done. Look at him, he's gassed, he's done, dude. It's over. And I remember looking back over at him, I was like, oh yeah, he's cooked. And it wasn't even that he was physically tired because he was in really great shape.
Crazy shape, yeah.
It was just the damage, like hurting, in pain, damage that he took. And I was really surprised that he finished out that third round. Third round, he did try to throw a big right hand, read it immediately. I seen it coming, dropped to a double leg, right in the mount. No, third round, same thing. I was really dominant. The difference between second and third round, though, is I got the crucifix. And that's a position I love. You've been in my crucifix a lot.
Yeah,
and it's a very difficult position, especially like just the way that I've been able to run it. So
I'm amazed that he didn't break and just stop.
Yeah, because there was elbows coming in like this out of the crucifix, over the top.
Can't move, he can't buck, he can't do anything.
Yeah, I watched the hematoma out of his eye blow up in real time. I remember coming down with a big right hand or right elbow with the body contortion with it, with douche, and I just watched the eye go. It just blew up right in front of me, and like that was like, fuck, dude. Just let me finish this fight, and he didn't. But from there, I didn't throw a whole lot of elbows, and I'm not saying that like I felt bad for him by any means, but in a way, it's like, fight's over.
Yeah.
You know, I think I thought I 10-8'd him in the last round. If I just get control and just skate out of this, like, it's probably the best for him, probably the best for me, and you know, there's just to be like victorious like that. And to be humble in that aspect, to just know that, hey, man, this guy's 40 years old, hasn't fought in 15 years. You did what you came to do. You dominate him in every facet. Let's just go and let him ride this one out. Get it. He wanted to finish. So I let him finish. And I wouldn't even say that I let him finish. He just was tough, and I stopped elbowing him. Yeah. Because it's an eerie feeling when you got somebody's eye blown up like that, and you're still in the crucifix, and you could just keep hitting it if you want.
You could have.
But it just feels wrong. I don't know if that makes sense, but it felt like I was like, dude, this is bad. This is not good. So, you know, ultimately, I started going to open hand strikes, and I was putting him on the top of his dome right here, and I just remember watching the welts pop up as I was just dot, you know, and it was funny, the ref in the third round, I get to mount and he's threatening to stand us up. And I was like, well, you can stand us up, but I'm just going to take him down again. And I think the ref was like, yeah, you're probably right.
The fact that you said that.
Yeah. And my opponent was like kind of funny too in a way. He was like, well, I'd be okay with that, you know, like I'd be fine. And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm sure you're getting crucifix right now and getting beat. I think I had him in crucifix for probably 3.5 minutes of that round. 3.5, 4 minutes. At the end of the round, yeah, I came out of it, and another funny aspect of the fight was I was coming down with shots, and the ref was like, watch the back of the head, you know, like I'm punching him in the ear. and I see the cauliflower ear like formed, and I was pointing to the cauliflower ear to the ref like, look, like I'm punching him in the damn ear, like his ear's about to explode. And you know, that's just me. That's a competitive spirit. It's not that the ref did a bad job at all, but you know, fans were pissed.
Yeah.
You know, and I get it. 3 rounds of just wrestling, grappling domination. In my head, solid as a rock. You guys had like 4 boxing bouts that fight.
Yeah.
And they all went the distance, I think, other than one.
I didn't understand the 16. Were those 16?
16-ounce gloves, yeah. Which, fine, whatever, that you get the whole fight with the boxing. So in my head, I was like, these people want some grappling exchanges, right? They did not want grappling exchanges. They wanted your boy to stand up and get knocked out. And but, you know, that wasn't going to happen either. I felt good in the striking, too. I just didn't use it, you know. I didn't use it. I think you know, my teammates here, my coaches up in town, Pablo at Warrior Camp, I think they all know the power that I do possess in my right hand, the quickness, the agility, and the athleticism I possess with that. You know, and I could have finished him up top, but something about the grappling, the real early takedown and feeling it was like, oh yeah, this is good. This is good. So.
And I feel like it would have been a little bit worse if he was labeled a striker. Like if his main thing was striking and not grappling, but he was a grappler, right?
Yeah. Said he would wrestle majority of his life. Jiu-jitsu guy, like I said, real skilled on his back. But again, this is not jiu-jitsu. And no discredit to jiu-jitsu, because I love jiu-jitsu. It's one of my favorite things in the world, but you have to know how to play it in MMA. It's different. It's not the same game where you go to the local jiu-jitsu gym that with gis and play the game. It's not the same. And that's why I love Warrior Camp so much, and that's why I chose to train there, and that's why I enjoy going up there during training camps, because it's all no gi, right? We don't train in the gi, and it's all predicated off of MMA. Mm-hmm. So like a lot of the guys that come out of our gym are dogs on the ground, but dogs on the ground in MMA.
Yeah.
Which, you know, you can be really good on the ground, but you get in an MMA fight, you know. Like our teammate, like Elias De La Rosa, he's fought in some really good jiu-jitsu guys. Like one guy from American Top Team was a black belt. Yeah. And Elias subbed him, took his back and choked him out in a rear naked choke. Now, it's not to say that his grappling is superiorly better than that guy's. It was the game that he was playing benefited Elias, and Elias is a monster on the ground. Yeah. But that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. It's like, it's not the same game. You don't have to be a black belt in jiu-jitsu to be good on the ground in MMA. You just don't.
I felt like my first opponent's jiu-jitsu was better than mine at the time.
Yeah, I agree.
He was pulling guard. He had a good guard, and it was tight, and he had a submission attempt at the end of the 3rd round, which I kind of let him up because I knew it wasn't going to do anything, and there was no time for him to sub me. But I could feel that, like, trying to pass his guard, the only thing I could do was keep that wrestling pressure on. Yeah.
Also, your jiu-jitsu at the time wasn't great. Like not like your skill-based jiu-jitsu wasn't great. Like in whole, I'd say your MMA grappling was still pretty good then. But yeah, I mean, you could tell pretty early when a guy's got like that, like guard retention and able to like use their guards in certain ways. And yeah, I mean, we just played it smart on him and won every round and stole the rounds. And that was the difference. But yeah, no, it was a good fight. 5-1 now as a pro, and just going to keep building. You know, I think my next goal, really, if I really want to try to make a run and do something, is I can't keep fighting at 170. I mean, these guys are massive at 170 compared to me. Like I said, I'm 5'9" on a good day, and I ain't built like Sean. It's like Sean Brady, who is 5'9" as well. But he's yoked. I mean, his back is just fucking huge, and you know he can fill out for the weight class. Yeah. I'm not there. I'm big and I'm strong, but not like that. So, and even Sean, like in that fight that he lost with Morales, I mean, to me that was the difference. Was Morales was just massive, huge. I don't think Morales makes 170 over and over and over again.
Not for his whole career.
No way in hell. So I think my next goal is getting to 55 and, really just tuning everything in. And it makes it easier now that I'm training like full time, and, coaching and making sure you guys are doing what you're supposed to be doing, getting your career going and coaching and like just staying training 24/7 around the year will help. And, I'm excited for that journey. I really hope that I can make 55 because if I get to 55, I'll fight anyone. I got the power to put anybody out in the feet. I got the jiu-jitsu and the grappling to compete with anybody on the ground. And if I get my conditioning down, I like my chances with anyone at 55. Or at least just a high-level opponent at 55, to maybe get a call for Dana White Contender Series or something like that, And I'm getting older. I'm 29, so I got to make the run now. Because if not, I'm just going to be a regional pro that was good, And that's okay, too. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't do this for anything else other than myself, my competition within myself. And that you got to figure out what's your why in MMA. Like, why do you do this? And for me, it keeps me grounded. It makes me a better person. And honestly, I just don't know what I would do without it. I really don't. If I wasn't training and I wasn't competing, just go to work, do nothing.
Regular person.
Yeah, like I'm a father. I get to hang out with my kids. We do shit all the time together, and I still train. I want to be a part of his training life when he gets older with wrestling, grappling, jiu-jitsu, whatever it is that he decides to do. So I just feel like if I was just a regular, and no shots at any dads that want to do that work blue-collar jobs and just want to go home and vibe out and not do something like this. No shots at them. I'm not trying to say that I'm better than anyone for it. I'm just saying if I didn't have it, I don't know what the hell I'd be doing.
Yeah, for you and your personality and everything.
I guess my house would look a lot cooler. I'd do more projects and stuff, I guess. But at the end of the day, bro, you only get one life.
Yeah.
So, that's my fight. We're gonna keep this rolling, and just keep interviewing fighters. I thought it just seemed fitting that for the first episode, I interviewed myself. Yeah. With you, and we just kind of talked about my last fight, and then, hopefully we'll get some interviews with other people, and we'll get better at this. So thank you for watching and coming along the journey. We're gonna get better at this podcast thing, video, whatever the hell you want to call it. But we're gonna have some fun, and the recent upcoming events that we have for the gym or whatever to kind of look out for is we got 2 opponents here in Worley that are fighting July 25th, right? 24th. So my cousin John Wilson, he's fighting. Can't wait to watch him. He's behind the camera. Eli Morris, he's our young stud coming up, 17 years old. He's going to have a fight with a personal trainer. So that one's kind of interesting. That's going to be fun. And then we got Trey Gibson, a kid that I knew back home from St. Mary's, who's an absolute dog, great athlete. He's going to have a good fight. And I heard something there's 17 fights scheduled on the bout.
Yeah, it's going to be a big card.
Now, it's amateur fighting. We're going to lose some of those for sure. Yeah. But it's going to be a packed house. So Liberty Lake, July 24th, you guys said? Yeah. Come check it out, TFL. It's going to be some fun. My teammates are fighting. And then, next week I'll interview. I think, actually, we got another teammate that just took a fight, Tyler Sidejohn. He took a fight. Yeah. So I'd like to get him on and do a video with him before he gets sent out, because he kind of took that on short notice. So I'm kind of curious to see what's going on in his mind, and see how that goes. I really hope the best for him. He's had quite the run, man. He's fought some tough guys, and when he's fighting at his best level, he's fun to watch.
Yeah. He does not quit. Really.
He's fun to watch, and he's fun to just when he goes out there, he's going to bang with anybody, and that's fun. That's awesome, and just see where his mind is and whatever else. So hopefully that's the next pod that we do, short video in here. But if not, we'll get, if you want to be on, let me know. And we'll bring you on this little table and do this video with you, and not an OnlyFans video. So, one question for you before we go. Would you rather? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to give him the would you rather. But, okay, I will give you a would you rather. But, and a good one. This is, would you rather go into a street fight with one jiu-jitsu teammate against 5 boxers, or one boxer against 5 jiu-jitsu athletes? Street fight. You get one boxer against 5 jiu-jitsu guys, or one jiu-jitsu guy with 5 boxers.
So like good jiu-jitsu or?
Yeah, we'll say good.
And then good boxing?
We'll say it on the one, like the jiu-jitsu guy you get, the one guy against the 5 boxers, we'll say he's a black belt. And then we'll say the 5 jiu-jitsu guys with 1 boxer, they're blue belts. Just to spice it up. Because I feel like I know the answer, but that makes it harder. Because you got 5 blue belts and you and a boxer.
I'm gonna take the jiu-jitsu.
And they're not wrestling jiu-jitsu guys. They're like, didn't train wrestling, they came in a gi, got their blue belt.
Oh, the boxer.
So you're taking the one boxer against those guys.
Yeah, it depends on, I feel like, the distance. If we're in a little area and they get a hold of one of us, we're done.
Okay, what about like a distance like this, like a big open spot? You could run around a little bit.
It depends. So the boxing is good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good boxers.
I'd take the boxer.
Against 5 blue belts?
Yeah, because...
Now I'm taking the 1 black belt. Me and 1 black belt against 5 boxers.
What if they just jump?
I'm leg kicking the fuck out of all of it. Like you come at me, I'm gonna calf kick one of them, and I already know that's gonna drop one. And if it don't, it's gonna hurt him. Then I'm gonna teep. I'm just gonna teep and keep him away. Teep, teep. And hopefully my jiu-jitsu guy is doing something. He's a black belt, so.
What if he's a guard puller?
If he's a guard puller, that's fine. That's fine. Because as long as he gets one's attention, the other one might try to come up on him and do something, and then I could, have some fun.
What if 4 come up on him?
If all 4 come up on him, you better heel hook one of them, dude. Just get 1 or 2 of them if you can. Heel hook 1, ACL gone, maybe a triangle, and then go to sleep and get knocked out on the street curbed. But I'm taking the 1 black belt, dude. I think me and 1 black belt could take out 5 boxers for sure.
I'm taking the boxer.
You're taking the boxer.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it. All right. Saucy, out.